The K Music Club provide facility for listening to music and also provide a refreshment bar for the member. The club has the following asset and liability at 1st April 2019. Subscription in advance, subscription in areas, cash at bank, cash in hand, wages outstanding, inventory, feature and fitting, all this. Okay, first of all, when we want to calculate the accumulated fund actually is similar to your accumulated fund, is similar to the capital account. So want to calculate the opening, this is the opening capital or opening accumulated fund. So we take the asset minus the liability. So which one is asset, which one is liability? So we just, normally we will try to list down the item. So asset, we have subscription in areas, means that subscription in areas means that member didn't pay yet. Okay, and then cash at bank, cash in hand, and then wages, no, this is outstanding, inventory, and then feature and fitting. Something belong to us, that is called asset at book value. Okay. Let's put in the total value first, calculate first. The asset is subscription in areas 845, cash in bank. Okay, let's just underline in case overlook the wrong number, see the wrong number. Okay, cash at bank 1570, cash in hand 130, inventory 615, feature and fitting. Okay, so this is the total amount that we have. Okay, the next one, liability. Okay, we put in side by side here so that can see easily. Liability. We have subscription in advance. Okay, and then wages outstanding, and then any more? No more. Okay, only two items. So we put in the amount first. Subscription in advance 250, and then subscription wages outstanding is 140. Okay, so these two subtotal. Okay, accumulated fund at 1st April 2019 equal to 14360 minus 390. So we get, let me count, 14360 minus 390. 13970, 13970. So this is the answer for the A. Okay, next. State how the accumulated fund of a club is built up over the time. For the club, they do not have the capital. So how they get the accumulated fund? Accumulated fund is like the capital. In the capital section, you have the profit for the year. Okay, let's see, I just compare the business. This is a normal business. Business capital section. We have the opening capital. We plus the profit for the year. And then we minus drawing. And then we get the closing capital. So this is about business. For the club do not have the capital section, but club have the accumulated fund. So this accumulated fund start from the opening balance, opening accumulated fund, which is this is the opening accumulated fund. During the year, if the business have the surplus, we didn't call profit, surplus, then we plus. They do not have the drawing. If they have the losses, then we call the deficit. If they have, this is profit, this is a losses. Same thing, this one. If you want to have more accurate, then this one should be loss for the year. It's a side by side easier for you. But in here, they do not have the drawing. And then we have the closing balance for the accumulated fund. So how we build this accumulated fund? We don't have the capital. One of the way is that surplus through the year. Every year you accumulate when you have the surplus. So your answer, you can say that the accumulated fund of a club is built up by the surplus in annually. The accumulated fund of a club is built up by the surplus in annually or deficit in annually. Okay, so that is the answer for the B question. Okay, now let's move on. The following information is available. Okay, since that I want to share another one under accounting equation so that you have more information about this one. Under accounting equation, we talk about the capital equal asset minus liability. Same thing in here. We will get the increase of the capital if the asset end year minus liability, which is what we have in here, asset minus liability. So another way the accumulated fund is accumulated fund is a surplus. It's a surplus of asset less liability. So this is also can be the answer for this one. The following information, next, the following information available for the year ended: subscription received, subscription written off, wages pay, balance at 31st. This is the balance carried down, these three items. They asked to calculate the refreshment bar staff wages for the year ended. So first of all, what is the information that we have for the refreshment bar? Check on the beginning of the year. See any refreshment bar or not? So you saw the wages. This amount is outstanding. So we have to put in as a one of the impact that we get it. So here, wages outstanding at 1st April 2019, which is the amount is at 1st April 2019. The amount is how much? 140. Okay, so put 140. Just list out the information first. And during the year, wages paid. Okay, wages paid during the year, which is 1250. And then next is at end of the year, wages outstanding at 31st March 2020. So this amount is, let's see, 115. If you want to open T account, later I do two-way for the presentation, but because calculation normally plus and minus only. So now here we can put refreshment bar wages. Okay, we just put wages, wages equal. Opening, we pay, the whole year we pay is 1250. Beginning year we owing. This one is for the last year, so we have to minus 140. This is only calculate for the year. And this year, N had still got outstanding, which is 115. So the differences will be, let me count, 1250 minus 140 plus 115. So the answer is 1225. Basically, it's taking the amount paid minus the last year liability, okay, plus this year liability. If you talk about the T account, so now I'm using the simple T account to show the impact for the wages account. Okay, this is a wages account. Beginning year, we have a balance brought down in here, 140, which is a liability. During the year, payment, this is a bank, is a payment amount, 1250. And end of the year still have outstanding, means that it's a liability. Balance carried out in the debit side. So this is the differences that we get. So these differences we want to find, which is the question asked for it, the total year refreshment amount, which is taking these two minus this one, which is you get 1225. And this amount will transfer to the income and expenditure account. Okay. So this amount transfer to income and expenditure account. Because club account we didn't call income statement. Club account we call income and expenditure. Okay, now let's move on. Prepare the subscription account. So this one is to prepare subscription account. Let's put in the information first. K Music Club. Okay, subscription account. Okay, date, detail, and dollar. Okay, let me put down the okay, let me move up so that information is there. Okay, I put it into here. Okay, let's see what is the beginning year 2019 April 1st 2019. Okay, April 1st. Okay. Asset beginning year asset subscription in areas. This is the beginning years. Balance brought down asset is in the debit side. So in here, balance brought down debit side amount is 845. Okay, in the credit side, another balance carried out, but this one is a liability. Okay, and this liability is from where? From here, this one, subscription in areas. Subscription in advance, 250. Now during the year, this is the amount, subscription received all by check. The moment they say all by check, be careful with the detail that you put in. Don't go and put a cash, must put a bank. Only allowed to put bank as a word in the detail because they say all paid by check. Subscription written off as an irrecoverable means that some member confirm won't pay. That is called bad debt or irrecoverable debt. Irrecoverable debt in the subscription account in the credit side, 155. Okay, next is that this one nothing to do, and this two is end of the year. Wages in advance. So long as wages in advance, this is a liability. So liability will be put into the debit balance, carry down in the debit side, 215. Why I leave it in a space here? Because take note that subscription account is an income account. We must put here income and expenditure. This amount, the last balancing figure that we need to put into the income and expenditure. Subscription in areas means that some customer or some member didn't pay us. So didn't pay us is our asset. End of the year, asset balance carry down must be in the credit side. So now we record all the amount already. We subtotal first, find the differences for the income and expenditure. Okay. Take the total credit minus 1060. So this is our balancing figure, 8820, transfer to the income and expenditure. So let's we see. Okay, one more item forgot. Balance carry down, balance brought down. Always remember, must be complete. The double entry. This is a must, so don't forget, because the mark normally given here. Okay, so now complete the double entry already. Okay, the next account, let's see what else they ask to do. Okay, they say that advise the club treasurer whether or not club member should be required to pay their subscription by direct debit. Direct debit means that you give instruction, customer give the bank instruction or give to the merchant to take money from our account. That is called direct debit. This direct debit normally is based on the actual. Okay, I just explain put into here. Direct debit instruction given to bank to pay amount, non-fixed amount and date to a person or business. Okay, normally direct debit is based on the usage. Like example, based on usage bill by merchant. Merchant means, like example, my DG bill, DG mobile phone bill lah, DG Maxis, all this one, you can use the direct debit for the payment. Okay. Justify your answer by providing 2 advantage and 2 disadvantage. So if you doing this direct debit method, what you got to do is that every month you will get the money, because the member will automatically, the bank automatically deduct the money from your account. Got it? So there is the advantage of it. So we can say that in here, they want give 2 advantage and 2 disadvantage of the disadvantages. Okay. Let's see what is the information in the account that we have. We look at this one, subscription account. The cost 1 year is about 8,000. So compare with this, we notice that it's about 10%. Okay, I believe it's 10% of it. It's about 10% of the customer, okay, or member didn't pay us on time. They delay to the following year only pay. If we are doing the direct debit, our amount, okay, the first one, the amount owing by member can reduce because it is auto deducted from member bank account to club. So the member won't have the problem telling you that, won't have the issue telling you that they forgot to pay you. So because this one is all bank will handle already the moment you give the direct debit instruction. So this one, what happened? The owing amount can be reduced. There is an advantage. So when the amount can be reduced, one of the good things, you saw the bad debt here, irrecoverable debt, bad debt. So irrecoverable debt should able to reduce. There is the advantage to the club. Sure, got money coming in. Another, because this is they want two advantage. Another advantage that if the direct debit, it means we don't need to chase people, don't need to chase member to pay payment. Reduce administration cost because no need to chase member or remind member to make payment. Because the date, once you fix the date, the bank will auto deduct for you. It's just the amount may be different. Okay, there is called direct debit. Okay. Now, other than that, here they say two disadvantage. If you just want all the members use the direct debit, maybe some people they don't have the online banking. They don't have online banking, how? They only can use cash to pay you. Okay, so in this situation, it will cause, it may cause inconveniences to member, especially who does not have banking, don't have bank account, because this one you must have the bank account only. Okay, and some they prefer, okay, how to make it into 2 points. We want to have 2 points. Okay, some it may cause inconveniences to member, especially who does not have the bank account. Okay, second, what else that we can talk about? Some member may feel may prefer to make payment via cash instead of bank. Okay, that is one of the possible. And also the member, they need to go to give instruction. Okay, make payment via instead of bank. Okay, others can be think of is that it is troublesome when it is troublesome to member where they have to inform, or they have to, because normally debit, in direct debit you need to fill up the form. The form normally the club will get ready for you. So there is not it's troublesome to member where they have to fill up the instruction form. Okay. This is not a major problem, basically, just a minor but create inconveniences to the member. So here, after we advise, we put in the advantage, disadvantage. We still have to make the conclusion or which one is better. So your recommendation. No, recommendation. Okay, you say that I will advise the club treasurer. So this is what our club, let me see, K Music Club. Okay, facilitate to provide to the member. Okay. I will support, I will choose to write to support. I will advise the club treasurer to wait, how come? Why the line is like that? Cannot type one. I will advise the club treasurer to implement the payment of subscription through direct debit because the benefit is more than disadvantage. The club may arrange all necessary documentation to be signed by member. Then after pass to bank to process. To reduce inconveniences to member. So this is one of the suggestion. I agree that club to prepare the club prepare the what's wrong? Let me see what's wrong with the field. Okay. Okay, so this is the recommendation I put. I support the club treasurer to use the direct debit for the payment. And what they can do, I suggest one more sentence. I say that the club should arrange all the necessary documentation to be signed by member. Then after that, pass to the bank for processing. So to reduce inconveniences to the member. So that is the answer that I will put. Put in advantage, disadvantage, recommendation. So that is a normal practice that we should do.